Hey everybody, my name is April and this is Thrifty Nerdy Mom. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So glad to see everyone. And today I thought I would do the Spotify wrap up. I got this idea from my friend Louisa Ruby. She did her Spotify wrap up and kind of filmed it, and I thought it would be like a great way to get to know me a little bit better. But I feel like music in general, kind of learning about someone's music taste kind of lets you in on a side that you don't necessarily always see of someone. So I saw her do it and I thought that was a great idea, and I haven't done like a Q&A on here. So I thought, hey, I'll share some of my music preferences and y'all can get to know me just a little bit more. If you're new here, I'm a 33-year-old mom of one 8-year-old daughter. She is now 8. Oh my goodness. And I love Disney. I love nerdy things. I love rocking out to some music, and we're going to talk about what music I like to rock out to. So Spotify wrap up, if you're not unaware of what it is, it just pretty much tells you what you've listened to on Spotify all year. That being said, I think I've had 2 accounts. They kind of got taken over at work because I am a pre-K teacher, so I kind of had to switch in between because one pre-K, the pre-K class kept taking over my stuff. So I had to delete all my stuff, because sometimes you listen to things that aren't necessarily appropriate for pre-K kids. They don't need to be listening to Lizzo. Just saying. So this one is kind of like an older account that I had, and so it reflects quite a bit of this year, but it also, last year also I used that account when I worked in the baby room and I had a child who would only go to sleep to Sweet Caroline. And I played it so often that was my #1 song last year. Not my #1 song this year because, like I said, I moved up to pre-K teacher and it's a different demographic. But some of that does kind of reflect on here too. So, my top song for the year is Valerie by Amy Winehouse and Mark Ronson. I blame that commercial. I think it's, it might be an Alexa or a Google commercial where they're the grandson is singing it and the grandpa plays it for him and stuff like that. I couldn't get it out of my head. I still can't get it out of my head all year long. I've been singing it. It's my favorite song to sing in the shower. So it tends to be, it's my #1 song of the year. So I totally blame that commercial, and it is just a good song to sing while you're in the shower. But #1 was Valerie. #2 is Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. 3 is Titanium, 4 Blinding Lights, and 5 Marry You. It's kind of all the same genre. It's mostly, I like to listen to it in the shower and try to get myself hyped up for the day and get going. Also like to do it while I'm doing my exercise bike to kind of just get myself going. And it does say that in the descriptions in a minute about what kind of music that I listen to. So my top genres of the year. You would think it would be dance pop and stuff like that after hearing that. Alternative rock, which is not surprising to me, but after hearing that list above, it might be surprising to you. I do love some alternative rock. It is my favorite genre in general, and I listen to it all the time. #2 was movie tunes, Disney music. I mean, I listen to it with Emma. I listen to it with my pre-K kids. I'm constantly listening to music tunes. Dance pop is #3, show tunes again, and then #5 is classic rock. So that I kind of see that. So my most binge-worthy artist of this year, going back to alternative rock, is Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is my favorite band. I listen to them all the time. I have CDs in my car that I listen to all the time, and we were supposed to go to a concert this year and decided not to just because things were a mess. And so we didn't end up going, but we are going to try to go again when things are a little bit more stable with the whole, you know. Anyways, but Foo Fighters is my favorite band, if you didn't know. And honestly, I like fell in love with Foo Fighters, and then I fell in love with Nirvana. A lot of people like are kind of like different. Most people fall in love with Nirvana and then fall in love with, no, it was different for me. But all through high school, that's what I listened to a lot of Nirvana. And that's kind of my favorite band. So that's that. But my top artist of the year was Prince. I love me some Prince. If you don't love Prince, Prince is the man. Go back and watch that Super Bowl halftime show with Prince. He also sings Foo Fighters, which is like, to me. But that hands down is one of the best amazing halftime shows I will ever see in my life, and I just love some Prince. And it says I was in the top 13% of listeners this year for Prince, so there's that. So my top 5 artists was Prince, Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson, and The Weeknd. But I binged Foo Fighters. It doesn't make sense to me. If I binge, maybe it's because I listen to Foo Fighters more like in my car on my CD player type of thing. And yes, I do still have a CD player in my car. Maybe that's where like it doesn't quite go on to the list. But trust me, listening to Foo Fighters. I did listen to Backstreet Boys the other day though, so there's that too. But yeah, comment down below. And let me know who your favorite band is, what your top song was this year, and why was that your favorite song? Like I said, I blame that commercial. I was singing it all the time. I still randomly sing it all the time. Though, my fiance's been listening to a lot of Hall & Oates. So I feel like I've been singing Hall & Oates probably for the last week, because he's been singing Hall & Oates for the last week. And it's ever revolving around here. But comment down below and let me know what your favorite band is. What song that you listened to the most this year? Did Spotify let you know, or do you just know that's your favorite song? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a very wonderful, merry, happy holidays. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you real soon. Bye.